How's it going, everyone? KayneHunterTaker here. Welcome back to another episode of Kayne's Vlogs. This is video number 2000 for my YouTube channel. It's not the official 2000. I mean, I've had videos and then something copyright happened, and then my EWS, when I started that off, I didn't like where it was going, so all the videos I did of that, I moved it because I thought no point keeping it on there. And yeah, this is the official now, because when I check my channel it says how many videos I've got. This is going to be number 2000, and I was thinking, what video should I do? I'll do a little special. I won't just upload a video game that I've played. I'll actually do a video just to sort of celebrate, if you know what I mean. I mean, my first one I did, I wouldn't count my 400th video because I was just a bit excited because I wanted to do unboxings. My 500th video, the infamous fake Legend of Blue Eyes first edition booster box, and then video 1000, it was 24 loose Legend of Blue Eyes booster packs, which I pulled out of Blue Eyes White Dragon. You should check that video out. I was really stoked about that one. And yeah, now we're here on number 2000. And I was thinking, I'll show off my Replica title collection. I've got 9 belts, and I mean, you guys have probably seen them in the background of my videos, but I haven't actually done a video where I've really shown them and told stories about them, like why I bought them, why I like them so much. And I thought I'll do that for this vlog in my 2000 video. How does that sound? Sounds pretty cool? I hope it is anyway. Mind you, there's a couple of belts here you might all go, oh my god, really? So brace yourselves. Now the first one, I'll just get it out of the way. You're all kind of probably go, why did you even buy that one? The WWE spinner. Now bear with me, I'll explain exactly why I bought this one. Sorry, I've got to put it over my left shoulder because when I have it on my right one, I've got my spotlight and it makes it all glowy and looks weird on the camera. Anyway, I was watching it when they debuted the WWE spinner. When John Cena won the WWE title of JBL in, was it WrestleMania if I remember? God, I can't remember, it's been so long ago. And I was a teenager, I saw the belt, it looked awesome, I loved it. When I got the games, I was always having the spinner, and I can't spin this one because I put the non-spinner screw in, so I mean it can spin, but I'd rather not. I'd rather keep the the logo centered. And yeah, originally I loved it, and then there was a bit of a time where I thought, really, we've still got this belt, why can't we have a classic one or a new one? Because at the time I thought it was like the United States title that John Cena won. He done one of these, he made it into a spinner, his own little sort of title, which everybody does. Stone Cold did it, The Rock did it, technically didn't debut it or show it on TV, but he had one custom made. And who else was there? Ultimate Warrior, he done coloured straps whenever he won the title, so everyone made their own custom titles at some point. But then John Cena lost it, and it was still there, and I'm thinking, why is it still a spinner? Why don't we have the undisputed one, which was the WWE title at the time? No. They were keeping with this design, and I was thinking, it only really suited John Cena. It was made for him. So then I thought I hated it at a point, but then CM Punk won it, and he sort of really made it cool again. I loved it when he held it anyway, and I decided to buy it just to say, for the good times. I was happy when John Cena had one out and he debuted it, CM Punk won it. Loved Edge's reign on it, and when he added his little touch to it. So at the end of the day, I got it because it was good times for me when I was watching, wrestling. I loved it, and deep down, I still kind of do. Mind you, I'd rather this one than the current one at the moment. At least it's got bling, not just a plain logo. And yeah, but I will add this, I feel really dumb. It was this and the ECW Tag Team title at the time, and I thought I'll go with this one and then I'll buy the ECW Tag Team title later. Now I can't even find it, and I wish I'd gone with that one instead of the spinner. If I could swap a title right now, it'd probably be this one, and because I wouldn't miss it. I only bought it because I thought I just want to have it for my collection, and yeah, that's the WWE spinner. On to the next one. And just a little side note with the spinner, it does look good. I mean, it doesn't look shitty. I mean, I know it looks sort of like a toy, but it looks good. And I'll also get this one done out of the way first. Just like spinner, please don't yell at me. the silver ECW title, the WWE ECW that just killed ECW. Now, bear with me. I love the design of it. It needs a little bit of gold in my opinion, but I really love how it just looks so awesome. I mean, it's got like a sort of 3D effect. You got the buzz sort of cut around the plate, and you got the middle logo that sort of it's jumping out, and I really did love it. But I just hated how ECW was when they brought this in, and it wasn't ECW. It was just a poor piss take of what WWE wanted, and honestly, it was sort of an insult to the original ECW. And just take note of that, of the original ECW, because I do have a couple of those original titles. But like the spinner, I love the design of this one, and you know, Matt Hardy won it, Tommy Dreamer, if I remember, won it, and who else was there? Christian? I think Christian won it, and they were my favourites. It was almost like giving them a main title, even though it's really not worth winning. I mean, I don't think they've even counted Matt Hardy's win of that world title. I think they only include... I don't think he's ever won another world title. I think he's only ever won one, apart from like TNA and all that. But at the end of the day, I loved it. I wanted it, and it was on special. It was $150. There was the Superstore, Wrestling Superstore. They were doing a special, and here we are. I bought it. It was on special. Bought it. Wow, that was a very weird way of talking, but yeah, on to the next one. Alrighty, now we're on to the awesome ones. My recent one to the collection, the WWE NXT title. And I just want to let you all know, I haven't done anything with this belt. I've just displayed it. But look at the damage, if you can see. There's a couple of little scratches, a couple of little nicks. I mean, I've done nothing with it. Unfortunately, to me, I don't really think they thought of the design with this one. It just... You can't help you get your fingerprints on it. There's scratches on it, dust. So if anyone's a little bit, oh my god, my belt's all damaged, don't worry. It's all of them. You can't help it. Mine's all damaged, and I've only had it for, what, half a year? And it still looks cool. I mean, I still look at it and I think, yeah, I love the NXT title. When they first debuted it, I thought, like the little leaked image, if you remember, it wasn't really a good picture, and I thought, oh, they've gone with the WWE title with just the logo. But, god damn, you know, I love it. Just the strap and the overall design, it really worked, you know, well for its, you know, run in NXT. And I even like the new one they've brought out. And I'm in the process of trying to get one of them, the updated replica, but at the moment I've been buying other things, and yeah, they're not going anywhere at the moment, so I'll take my time eventually and I'll get it to the collection. But yeah, just a little note for you all out there that are feeling a little blue about your NXT title looking like shit. Don't worry, mine is as well. We'll be all in together. Alrighty, now one of my childhood favourites, the Hardcore title. Now bear in mind, because it's aging, the duct tape's gone all crusty, so a lot of it has actually peeled off, but it's a Hardcore title, it's a piece of garbage, so it actually works for it. But yeah, I remember the Hardcore title when I was a kid, absolutely loved it. I loved what they did with it. Everyone was just wrecking shit up, you know, destroying each other with weapons, and you know, the 24/7 rule was brilliant, and so many people with the Hardcore title just made it so entertaining to watch. It's just a shame we can't have it anymore. I mean, when they retired it, I thought, you're kidding, right? The Hardcore title? Why? It's one of my favourites. And I thought, for EWS, I wanted to bring a Hardcore title in, and yeah, here we go. And this was also on special. It was a clearance sale, and it was really weird. I think WWE and Superstore had a bit of a falling out a few years ago, and I think they were clearing them all out, like they had to, and it was on special, $150. But yeah, awesome for the collection. I'd always love the Hardcore matches in the title, and I mean, whoop! There's another bit of sticky tape gone. I mean, I'll probably buy the duct tape and I'll just redo it myself. The only problem that I have with this belt, mind you, I have been listing my issues. The strap. I mean, when you see the Hardcore title, it's quite, you know, papery, if you know what I mean. It's just all floppy, and I hate the leather strap. I wish it'd be a bit more loose. But apart from that, it's a cool title, fun title, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. While I could, because I can't find another one, unfortunately. So, there we go. Alrighty, let's bring back those original ECW fans. The ECW television title. I remember it was WWE 13, and I bought the ECW collection on DVD. I absolutely fell in love with the ECW title. It was, I don't know what attracted me to it. I love the overall look, that it's ECW, it's got the barbed wire, you know, the almost like a side plate design. But you got all the brick wall, the barbed wire, you know, the colours work really well. And yeah, I think it was Figures Inc. Figures Toy Company, they were... Oh no, it's an officially licensed WWE product. Strange. I didn't realise they did. But yeah, I remember it was, I can't remember, I think it was WWE 12 or 13. They brought all the titles in, and this was always my main title. Well, not my main title, but the mid-carder title. Absolutely loved it, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. It's just a shame that when ECW come over to WWE, they didn't bring their championships with them. And just keep a note, my next title, I'll keep the ECW thing going, and I'll bring in the next one. Next title, the ECW World title. Don't worry, it's not WWE's piece of crap version. It is the original. I thought at the time, they had this one, and they also had WWE's one where it was a red logo, it had the black sort of border around the whole thing, and I did not like it at all. It just looked like trash. It was almost like they just took the design and added their own twist to claim that it was their make of the ECW World title, and I did not like it at all. But I thought, they got the original, let's buy the original. Hang on, I'll just get a good look so you can all see the difference. You would see the difference, like all the lining. It's got like a really messy black sort of how would I even put it, outline. It just doesn't look good. So I thought, I'm going to get with the original. And like the ECW title, it was one of the games, and fell in love with the design. And I think it was sort of me trying to tell myself, you know, even though WWE's titles are sort of now, you still got some really cool titles to work with. And yeah, I wouldn't even call them, I can't even make a list of my favourite titles, because I've got 9 of them. I should do a video, what are my most favourite titles. I mean, this hardcore title, the ECW television title, and I've also got some more titles coming up, so we're not done yet. We've still got, we've got 3 more coming up. Alrighty, so that's the ECW title. I do recommend getting it if you're a big ECW fan. Oh, and it's also got a backing. It's like a snake leather skin sort of thing. But cool title. Now, my title collection has to have the Undisputed Championship. This title was absolutely awesome when they introduced it to replace the WCW title and the Big Eagle title, and they really knocked it out of the park with this. But I think the first version was a little bit smaller, so when Brock Lesnar had it, it looked tiny, so they had to make it bigger. Don't quote me on that, I don't even know where I read that up, but I think it's true, I'm not too sure. But there's a couple of versions with this. I think the first one had the WWF logo on it. They had to change that quickly. But yeah, I remember them bringing it out, and I thought, oh, that looks amazing. And sadly, this is what I thought we were going to get again when Cena lost his spinner title. I thought, oh, we're going to get the Undisputed one back. I'm alright with that. It's cool, it's brilliant, it looks like a proper championship, but yeah, never happened. But when I seen it on the shop, I thought, I'm going to get it, because I think I bought 2 titles, and I thought, I've got to buy this one. I won't spoil them, but I'm pretty sure you all know the next 2 titles, what they're going to be. And yeah, always loved the Undisputed title. Just a shame they got rid of it for the spinner. I wish they hadn't. But hey, one can hope they can bring back some really cool titles. You all know what I'm like. I don't like the new updated titles. I'll never buy the Universal. I'll never buy the big WWE logo. I'm not buying any of those replicas. Just no way. I'd rather buy something like the Undisputed, or when the ECW Tag Team title, I get a chance, I'm going to buy that. And classic Raw tag team titles. Just not my cup of tea, unfortunately. It's why I got these for my collection, so I can remind myself, don't worry, you got your title belts, they look awesome, but what can I say? I like these ones, don't like the new ones. Alrighty, my second last one. The WCW Championship. Not WWE's version. It's the proper WCW when, you know, back in 2000, and then when they invaded Raw and SmackDown, or WWF I should say. And yeah, I don't know the difference between the two. I think the WWE World Heavyweight title is got a bent, you know, front plate, whereas this one's, you know, it's flat. Whoop. See what I mean? And the reason I bought it was just the history. When I'd seen it, I thought, wow, that title looks amazing. It's pure gold. And that's what I'm a bit disappointed with today. Excuse me. Burping. You can't really say I'm chasing the gold. The titles don't have gold anymore. The only one that's got gold is the Intercontinental and the United States Championship. And yeah, when they got rid of it for the Undisputed Championship, I thought, oh, I'm going to miss the big gold. It was really cool. It was really awesome. And then they brought it back for Raw, and I was like, yes! And it was one of my favourites during the games. Like, Here Comes the Pain, SmackDown vs. Raw, all those games. I was always going for the big gold belt rather than the Undisputed title because it just looked really cool, and I really loved it. Just a shame how it ended. It was a bit of a dark time right at the end, how they couldn't seem to agree on who could hold the title, who could bring prestige to it. I think the last person I remember who really sort of, you know, give it a bit of meaning was Christian, because him and Randy Orton had a really good feud, and it was really, you know, really awesome. Then lost it 24 hours later, if I remember. But people like Edge, Batista, he was one of my favourites when he won the World Heavyweight title. And who else was there? Edge and... oh, who else was there? That was really cool. I mean, apart from Triple H, I mean, he held it for a good chunk. I just can't remember on the top of my head. Shawn Michaels won it, Goldberg won it, and then Batista won it, Benoit won it, and then... so it was a lot of good people for me when I was watching it at the time, but then it sort of just went... dipped right down, and yeah, there was no prestige to it anymore. And I never really wanted to use it for my custom shows. But, like my Undisputed title and all that, I can look at it and think, yeah, I had good times. I remember it was really awesome, and yeah, I don't like to think of the bad. Alrighty everyone, last championship, and I think you all know what it is. The WWF Championship, the Big Eagle. This is my all-time favourite WWF or E Championship. It was the first one I ever got for my collection. I wanted it, and I was so excited when I, got it in the mail and opened it. And I was like, yes, look at it, look at it. I held it on my shoulder through the whole night. I just couldn't let it go. I wasn't really watching wrestling, but it really brought me back into it. But sadly, I'm not into it again because just how it's going at the moment. But this title was my whole childhood when I was watching wrestling, when Stone Cold had it, and then Kurt Angle won it off him, and that was during the invasion. I was like, yay, Kurt Angle won it, and then he lost it 24 hours later. Then, who else got it? You see, Stone Cold held it for the majority of when I started officially watching it, and I started watching the WWE Network from 1999, and just to see this belt again, I mean, it's not today, but it still brings back a lot of good memories that I see it on the network and that they display it. And I'm glad they didn't blur out the WWF logo. It just looked hideous when they did it through highlight videos. And yeah, I don't know what else I can really say. Just, yeah, we'll show you. That's actually really good. Yeah, that's a good shot. Under the right lighting, it looks really good. But yeah, I see a lot of pictures, when WWE shop is selling it. Don't be fooled by the pictures. That actually looks really good when you get it. But my only sort of complaint, obviously the WWF logo, it's not as bent. It's quite flat. If I remember, it was sort of, quite curvy. But I tell you, I remember I was seeing it, and it was, just like I said, one of my all-time favourites, and I wouldn't give it up if I could choose one title to come back right now for WWE, it would be this one, and I would watch it again, knowing that there's a championship that's, that looks really cool, that you'd want to buy. See, the Universal title and the ones that now, I don't want to buy them. They just don't look good to me. What I like, it looks like a coin. It's a gold coin. You want the gold. It looks cool. It looks awesome. And surprisingly, it's held up well. I've had this, I can't even remember. I think it's 2012, 2011. And apart from the bottom, I should probably tell the story. Now that I've shown my titles, I will talk to you about how I was displaying them. I had the glass cabinets, the famous glass cabinets that you always see people have for their WWE title, well, not WWE, but their replica titles. I don't recommend them, especially if you're living in a place that's very, very hot. Because what's happened with most of mine, if you can see, that's only because I've been displaying it, but it's sort of melted and it's stuck to the glass, and trying to get it off, it was quite scary. So in the end, I went away with my cabinets. I got these cube storages, and now I don't have to worry about the heat, that it's melting. And it was also really scary just to move around my room because the glass, one little dish and it breaks. And there was an incident where I nearly had a close call. It was my, what was it? My ECW, the silver one. I was trying to put it in, and the plate fell through and it went smash. I looked away and I thought, oh, my shelf, and I just bought it. Thankfully it didn't smash, but if you don't like moving your titles, if they're going to live there for the rest of your life and you're not going to move them so often, I'd recommend it, but I wouldn't. If you want to pull them out every time, hold them, display them, take them to events, wouldn't recommend it. It's just too risky. So I bought these storage cubes, and yeah, I'm happy with them. I could display them. I've got to twist some because they can't fit, but yeah, I'm really happy with the way they are, and yeah, that's my title collection. I'm still going to be expanding. It's just a shame that many sites don't provide the championships anymore. I remember there was a time where it had everything, like ECW, WCW classics, the Raw classics, SmackDown classics, like the tag team, the classic Intercontinental title that I wish I got at the time. And yeah, it's a little bit of a downfall for them. I think they're trying to get rid of all the awesome looking titles, so all the ones they got today don't look as bad. But hey, I'm happy with the ones I got. Apart from the spinner, if I could swap that for the ECW tag, because that looks really cool, that one, and I wish I'd got it. But I'll tell you what, enough going on about, rambling on about that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. A little bit of a, I just went on it. I hope you all enjoyed, my collection. They enjoyed the stories that I had to tell. Sorry, it was a little bit of a ranty in the middle, but I'm happy with them. I'm excited to have them, and yeah, I've got to get them all back in the displays. I had to take them out to dust them anyway, because they do attract a lot of dust. And yeah, just another note, remember the NXT title, don't worry, everyone's got a damaged one. If someone doesn't have a damaged one, Jesus Christ, their room must be spotless. With no dust. They must be living in a bubble. But hey, don't feel bad if yours has a few dings and scratches. Mine does, and I didn't even do anything to it. I just left it there, and it's still got scratches and marks on it. So, don't worry too much. I know it's a lot of money, but I got it too. Alrighty, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all later.